Welcome to Tech Fever, Play Everything's weekly tech podcast where we talk about the tech news of the week, everything from home theater to smart home to AI and robots and everything in between. I'm your host, Mike Doherty, and alongside me as always is the fabulous and beautiful Kevin Coello.
You see how when you're like, hey, you ready for the intro? And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm ready. And you're like, all right, go on.
Wait,
everything just goes smoothly?
We've done that every time on every episode.
No, you haven't. You have not.
You don't listen. You don't listen.
Last week, you guys just rolled. You guys just rolled.
Tombo's like, you ready? And I was like, I'm ready. Are you ready? And he's like, okay, is everybody ready? And then we rolled. But classic Kevin Coello.
Like intro rolling out. A good producer or a director would be like, all right, intro rolling out in 3, 2, and then hits the button.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Just saying.
You know?
It's definitely not what we do. We've never once had a countdown here, which is fine. Which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Sounds like you got a problem with it, but it's okay. This is how we do things here at Play Everything.
Not well, huh?
Yeah, not well at all. Yeah, if you noticed my panic in the beginning of the show, it's because we have no Tombo today. I'm doing this remotely, and I muted us on the intro, as Kevin always wants. And I got one of those ball mice. You know what I mean? One of these guys.
Oh,
these with the balls?
Yeah, look at you.
It was messing me up because I'm so used to the regular mouse now. I went back.
You gotta commit to things, you know what I mean? Why'd you go back? Why'd you switch over?
Because everybody in the studio has an issue with the ball mouse besides Flowers.
It's fucking weird.
Tombo and Adrian complain about it. Oh, it doesn't work right. Oh, I can't do things. And then
it's really, really weird. I like it though. Every time I get to use your computer, I'm always like, oh, what a fun little challenge to let my brain work out like this. But like, you shouldn't fold. Or have both mice. Just have a wireless mouse hooked up sitting there that people can use that have, you know, regular needs, and then you could have your little ball mouse there. I think it's fun.
Yeah, well, that is, I do have 2 of these now because I lost the little dongle and I realized it was in the back of my keyboard. So now I got 2 because I bought another one because I couldn't find the little dongle.
Why would you buy another one? Isn't it a Logitech, so it uses unifying dongle?
I didn't know that.
Which is like $15.
You know? Nobody was there to tell me that.
So instead, you bought another, what, $60 mouse?
No, it's like $20.
Oh, really? Oh, never mind.
It's that Flowers just bought the fancy one where it has like the elevating and it's like all legit and the graphite ball.
Is this the one that's the, what is it called? The Logitech. It's the MX series, right?
Yes.
So it stands up tall on its left side.
Yes. Hold on, let me see.
I've thought about that. It looks cool.
Well, you were talking shit on the ball mouse too.
No, it isn't. I was saying it's cool.
No, well, right now, when you first...
It's a good mental workout. I mean, it's fucking weird. It's like going to your friend's house and finding out that, I don't know, I don't have a good analogy.
I was like, where are you going with
that? You know what I mean? He's a Sega kid. You're like, what? Who chose Sega?
This guy right here.
No, I think they have a different version that's even more vertical.
No, I mean, this elevates pretty high.
No, I mean that's cool. I like how much elevation you have there, but I'm saying Logitech. What's the name of this?
This one is the Logitech MX Ergo.
Okay, so right there, the MX Vertical. That's $92.
Oh, this guy. Yeah, this guy. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one I've been like I guess it's not a ball mouse. No. It's just a normal mouse, but it's like on its side. And it's supposed to be good for you.
That's what you hear?
That carpal tunnel, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look
at how well placed your camera is. Why are you cutting a third?
I set this all up. It's because I keep moving.
My
bad.
There you go.
My bad.
No, just stay there. Just stay there, goddammit.
But, yeah, so that's... I forgot to hide that.
I was gonna say, because you hadn't turned off.
Yeah, so I don't have the regular switching board. Yeah, the stream. I gotta get on my phone, but this is a new OBS layout, so I have to basically reset all the buttons and everything. Look. I understand. Could I have done this earlier? Yeah, but my mom has cancer. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be an asshole about that. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
First of all, okay, man, sucks that your mom has cancer. You're not fucking helping her. You know you're just lying around there looking at porn being like, what, Mom, you need something? Oh, you're going to get it yourself? All right, Mom.
It's
You
not
know you're
true.
doing that.
How dare you?
All right.
Throw you off with that one, huh?
You certainly did. I didn't think you were gonna throw your mom has cancer card out. God,
I,
on like
hey, I just needed the heat off me. You know what I mean?
I get at any cost.
Doing God's work out
hate
here.
those. Sure, sure.
Kevin, you've been playing with any new tech this week?
You know I have. So I recently got the Philips Hue plug. Right.
Yeah.
Previously, can you let me get there?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Previously, I had been playing with the TP-Link plug. Okay, this is a plug you gave me because you got for free because you got a cool job. Sometimes they give you stuff.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Yeah, here, take this. It's really cheap and it'll do the job." So I plugged it in, put it in. My shelf has lights. You can't really see them because right now they are off, but it has lights. Oh, hold on. Let me get there. No, it's the wrong way. This is hard.
Where you going?
So yeah, right there, next to where my hat is hanging, normally there's lights on right there, right?
Yeah.
And although Hue now does the Edison bulb style lights, they don't do the long bulbs that I have, right? So I wanted to put in something into my house that was an easy way to control these lights because it's just a switch. I can plug them in and they're on, unplug them, they're off, right? So I got this TP-Link thing, and it's pretty cool. I've been using it for a while. You can go in there and preset a bunch of different things, like when to turn off and on. So right now I have it set so that when it thinks it's day or nighttime outside, it'll turn itself off. So sunrise, sunset, right?
Yeah.
And then I think at 2 a.m. it turns off too. So they're pretty rad, easy enough to install. I actually like them so much. I got a bunch more for my garage, and I have them set up. You can tie it into Google Home, and it works well for just voice commands and stuff like that. But I wanted to get the Philips Hue one because I
integrate it into your system.
Yeah. That being said, the TP-Link one integrated into Google Home pretty smoothly. Then I switched over to this guy, and now I can use my on-off dimmer switch, the Hue dimmer switches, to also control that, which is really cool. It doesn't allow dimming, obviously, but it does just let me go from on and off with one press of a button, which is nice. That being said, there's a bunch of features on this one that you don't have. So I can't go in and program stuff with this. And that's kind of a bummer because TP-Link making a lot of cool things that you can do with it. This guy, not so much. You can group these too, but I mean, it's you not being able to set different little times when it turns on and off. It's kind of a bummer. And it's some functionality that I think that is pretty basic and would be nice to allow me to set that stuff, but Hue has limitations.
Yeah, I mean, classic Hue.
Right?
They get you on the ecosystem, but then they cut you on all the super benefits other people are doing.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of that could be fixed with patches, though. Like the times. Can you set times for that one?
No.
Okay, that is.
There's no programmability to the Philips Hue ones, where TP-Link has very easy programmability. You literally open the app, add the outlet, and then afterwards you can just go in there, click it, and put a schedule in there that can change from day to day, which is, I think, really cool. And I think it's also very simple and basic, something that Hue could have done, but they didn't need to, so they didn't,
Yeah.
So when it comes to the plugs, I actually think I'd recommend the TP-Link over the Hue, because the Hue is very basic. On off, that's all you're gonna get, but they both integrate to Google Home, so when I'm shouting stuff out, turn off all the living room lights, it will turn off the TP-Link one as well, because in my Google Home I can group all those lights together.
Yeah.
So the added functionality wasn't that much. Really, all that you get is now like the motion sensor and dimmer switch will like make this guy turn off. Which personally, I like it and I'm okay with it not using the schedule anymore. It's just kind of interesting that like Hue, as always, like they are so bare bones. And I just keep buying their stuff.
Well, it's frustrating because it's like it's nice you have all the accessories, so you can program it to your little Switch, and it's nice when you do use the app to be able to have all your smart things right there. Like that, that's the dream, right? You're not jumping through a bunch of different apps. So that is frustrating, but I do think they could fix it with patches, I believe.
Yeah, no, I think it would be very easy to add an option that when you go into the Hue app, you can click on the light and then set different things. But it's like at the same time, they could do that with all their lights, you know?
Yeah.
Or
I mean, they can make a brighter light bulb, you know? Doesn't seem that hard.
1600 lumens.
Yeah, now. How long did it take? Yeah, I'm with it, though. I'm a big Philips Hue fan. I'm with you. But
I also...
No, go.
I also
is that the alarm?
went by Tim's house. There's a little ambulance or something situation happening outside. They're driving away. It's not a big deal. I also went by to Tim's house because he bought a couple of these the retrofit color Hue can lights. These are the 4-inch ones, and I compared them to the down lights that I've been using in one of my cans that I have in my bedroom.
Same size?
3 lights. Huh?
Same size?
Yeah, no, it's the same size. But holy shit, these have the new, what is it called? The new setup with the better colors, enriched colors, and the color difference is remarkable. Where it's like the newer versions, they have a range between green and blue or green and purple that the other bulbs don't have at all. Where like at one point when you're moving through the scrolling wheel, so this is second generation and before Hue light bulbs, when you're moving through the scrolling wheel, there'll be a section that literally just turns back to white. And like that's around the like, I think it's teals, where it can't do that color
teals
range.
And greens.
Yeah, and this I think this is the 4th generation can ones. They handle the color really well, and they also can go way dimmer, which is really cool. So I am probably gonna switch out all those.
Ooh, yeah, Big Kev.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Trying to get more put in here too.
That's super exciting. I mean, also to add to the TP-Link conversation, the TP-Links right now you can get them for $18, and then the Hue ones are $30.
Sure.
So $12 less, and you get something with more functionality. It is upsetting though that you can't just open one app and have everything there. Somebody's gonna be working on that.
Well, I mean, you theoretically you could with Google, right?
Yeah, it doesn't work that good though.
It doesn't work that good. You're right.
Same thing with the Alexa one.
Yeah.
It's like it gives you the base function, but like it doesn't work. Like I want someone to make an app that takes all the functionality that you can get from the other apps and then tie it all into one.
Well, I think they have that, right? That's the like smart home functionality that like I don't know, Best Buy will sell apps to do that, right?
No.
Like you can control everything, like.
Oh yeah, like the control for like crazy system, yeah. But I also don't want to pay $3,000 for that.
Sure, nor should you. But if you have a Google Home, God, what is it called? Hub Max, or
good naming.
Google Home Hub. Yeah, well, whatever. What are you gonna do? You know what? Actually, I think they changed their names to Nest.
No.
Nest Hub Max. That's what they're called now. I have one right there. Have you ever used one?
So I get a counter on how many times Kevin brings that up on every show. Like I feel like without.
Well, have you ever used it? Well, I mean, it's fuck. We do a tech show where we talk about tech stuff.
Just like it's the same one in the corner every time. I got it right here.
But like, this is a solution, right? So, have you ever used one?
No, I haven't used the Hub Max.
Have you used the little guy?
No, I haven't used any of the Google. I've only used like the Echoes.
So with both of them, you can. I have one in my bedroom and one in my kitchen, and with both of them, you can be like, "Hey, turn on the kitchen lights," and it'll turn on. And in that little display, it has a big dial you can set in between 0 and 100, right? And also you can click color and switch them. So there are some apps that have that functionality, and I'm sure that if the TP-Link or Hue plug were plugged into to the kitchen, I would be able to turn it on and off through just that app. Now, you have to talk to it, but like that's doable, you know? It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I would just like it to be at my fingertips as well. But again, too much to ask for. We're still in the early stages of all this smart home crap.
Home automation, yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah, I mean that's my whole reason for getting the matching Hue plug is so that when I open the app and flick off, it turns everything off, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of turning that up and then yelling Google or opening then a second app and going into that to turn it off.
Well, and then it's like eventually when we get Bali, then you gotta fucking download the Bixby app, you know, and then it's like it's too much. It's too much. My smart home folder is like literally 10 apps.
Yeah. No, yeah, mine is too.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, I've had my hands full, so I haven't really played with anything. So you ready to talk some tech?
Wait, I mean, is your mom okay? I feel like you dropped a bomb there and like, you know.
Yeah, she's fine. It's just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, she's fine. She's doing all right.
Okay, good. All right, good. Scary shit for you to just say like that.
I mean, so you knew about it. We talked about it before.
This is the first time hearing about it.
No, before. We talked about it.
No, this is the first. That's how you dropped what now seems like a very sensitive topic. Maybe we should have discussed beforehand.
Nah, I mean, it's fine. It's my
you
mom.
Didn't grow up with those kind of jokes, you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. How should I react to my mom having cancer? You know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How would you want me to deal with it, Kevin?
My dad's dead. Should I bring that up too? All right? Should I bring that up too?
No, I mean, you can deal with it however you want. You know? I'm not going to tell you.
My smart home folder has 12 apps. I just looked.
Yeah. It's so much. It's
Two of them are Hue Sync and then just the Hue app. And I know that there's a Hue Bluetooth that I could get too. Because the little plugs have Bluetooth functionality.
For the syncing up to music? Is that what you're talking about?
No. Well, the Hue Sync app?
Yeah. No. Not the sync app. I know I have one where, like, I basically turn it on and then we'll sync up to music that I'm playing in the room, like all the lights. Now, delay. There's definitely a delay.
Yeah, because the way that probably works is it uses your microphone to hear the music.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's great. Now you've got a half-second delay, like the beat, and it's just like, that's not how this is supposed to work.
But I'm so oblivious that, like, that doesn't bother me. Like, I don't even know when earthquake happens, you know?
Now, I feel like that's different.
No, but I'm just so, like, I'm so focused on whatever I'm doing. I just like the changing colors to the beat. I don't know if it's delayed or not, you know?
But it's not to the beat. It's to what the beat was half a second ago. I mean, like, I have a huge problem with it. And I've actually searched, like, I did a lot of searching before Hue Sync came out, the Hue Sync box.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Hue Sync box, although I don't know when the last time I've used it, it does also have a music functionality.
That's when it gets more rapid, too. No, it does.
And no, I know. But it's actually synced to the beat. Yeah.
Yeah, but even on the Hue box, you're like, oh, this is a delay.
No, that's for, like, the movie or, like, watching video experience. If you're listening to just music, the music's pretty spot on.
Oh, really? I haven't tried it with music yet.
Also, if you switch the Hue Sync box to game mode for whatever you're doing, it is a little bit quicker. It is a little bit closer to not feeling that delay.
Yeah. I mean, cool. I mostly use it for games, so I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's no delay, but I don't notice delay anyway. Some people are more sensitive to it than others. Well, you ready to talk some tech?
Yes.
We got a lot to unpack this week. Samsung had their Samsung Galaxy Unpacked 2020 event just yesterday. Yesterday, right?
No, it's today. It just happened.
I don't know what day it is. You know,
August 5th.
And they announced the very not well kept secret of the Note 20 and the Note 20 Ultra. The Note 20 Ultra running for about $1,300, and the Note 20 $1,000. And to be honest, very underwhelming.
Really? I thought these were dope looking phones.
No, I mean they're cool looking, but I mean it's a very close screen size to what you get on the S20 and the S20 Ultra. The camera specs are almost identical. You actually changed out one of the 64 megapixel telephoto sensor got switched out for a 12 megapixel one. So that one's you're kind of getting a downgrade there, but not really. It still has the stupid zoom function where it's like 50 times closer, but nobody is going to use that in practicality.
Have you seen videos of them like zooming in on like a little globe that's like fucking 35 feet away?
Yeah, it looks terrible though.
What? No, it looks... Well, I mean, if you got a tripod, it looks pretty cool.
Dude, from everything I've seen on that zoom...
But here's the thing.
It looks like my mom's Facebook photos that she posts, where they're all blurry and like something's like half in focus, half not. It's like it looks like the camera's smudged.
I don't like how much you're bringing up your mom. It's making me uncomfortable. Doesn't make that clear.
She's alive, you know. She's well. It's good.
Yeah. No, I just think that like the whole reason to have, it's not 50. I think it's 100, right? 100 times zoom.
No, it's 50 times zoom, but it's like 100 something, right? Well, at least in this article it says 50.
108 megapixels. Anyways,
yeah.
But like the point isn't to go to 50. It's to like be able to use 20 times, you know, and it still look good.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't see too much. Like, to me, it's very hard to sell me a phone on cameras because I feel like the big competitors all have very good cameras, and I feel like the differences are very minute. Now we could talk about all day about how portrait mode and how you think the Google one's better, but to be honest, I don't think it's that much better than my iPhone. You know,
sure.
So I feel like you can't really sell people on cameras anymore on phones unless you do something like crazy.
Well, I mean, I think that you're speaking that way because you typically have bought the iPhone, which probably has this, like every new iPhone has like the second best camera out there. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, it's true. Everyone, without a doubt, Pixel says the software on the Pixel camera is really good. Everyone loves it. You know what I mean? And it's a matter of, do you like it being a little bit cooler or a little bit warmer? You want a little bit warmer, you get an iPhone. You want a little bit cooler?
Who doesn't like warmer though?
Me. I like cool cameras.
Nah, not the way to go. But like that's what the one thing that's cool about the Sony the Sony Xperia 1 II, where it's like, yeah, it's not the best. It's it's not the most specced out like camera, right? But the functionality that it gives you is like better than any camera on the market, like phone on the market. So to me, that's more appealing because you can get a better shot in terms of you have more control over the photo, just like a pro camera. But I don't know. To me, it's very. I don't know who is buying camera or phones just for the camera upgrade.
I think that the camera becomes a bigger component when you get to like cheaper phones, where there is more of a range there on what you're gonna get for your camera.
Yeah. With
like a sub $500 phone.
Yeah. Well, even sub $500 now. Like you just bought the.
What's the next news story? You want to jump there?
No, not yet. We're still on this. Wait. We got a lot to unpack.
So yeah, the 4A just came out. Google Pixel 4A just came out at $350, and we also have the iPhone SE at $399. Both packing their like fancier, like top tier cameras in this budget phone.
Yeah, so
we're going to a real impressive place where like the budget line of phones has the like crazy camera where it's like, yeah, that like doesn't necessarily that's not going to be the deciding factor anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's what's crazy is both those are sub 500 and they're both awesome phones. And I mean Samsung's still not there with their like more entry level phones, like the A whatever they call it, the A20 or whatever it is, terrible. Like have you used one of those phones at all?
No, never.
I have a buddy with one of them, and I just don't know how he uses it. Like, It's like super slow and the camera's terrible and it's just like the screen has like a weird coloration and it's just like.
But it's really cool that we're getting now more competition in that range.
I know. You think Apple's gonna come out $50 more than Google next time? No, they're definitely gonna be shooting for that 300 range.
Well, I wonder if that's why Google's had it. We're jumping stories here. Let's continue with the Samsung and their stupid line of phones. I'm kidding. The Fold looks cool, man.
Yeah, well,
good looking Fold.
We're not there yet. So let's cover the Note 10. I'm gonna save that one for the last one. Because that's my favorite one. That's what sells me on the phone. So with the Note 20, it really is the main differences are you're getting a little bit better of a processor and you're getting a couple different software upgrades. You are downgrading on the hertz of the screen though. So you're going from 120 to 60.
For which one?
For the Note.
Which version of the Note?
Oh, Note 20. Both.
Both?
Yeah, both.
Neither have 120?
Note 20 Ultra has 120. Oh, wait, no. Ultra has the 120 hertz. The other one has 60. Sorry. My bad. Good catch.
Okay. No. Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like, God, man, the difference between them. 6.7 to 6.9 screen size. And so the 6.7 is just 60 hertz.
Yeah. So, and it's like also... the big selling point for the Note for the longest time was it was a bigger screen, right? Yeah. It's more like a tablet phone kind of amalgamation, and now it's like it's the same size as the 20. You're getting a slightly better processor, and you get the pen. Like that's the big thing that they pushed on this thing was the.
Yeah, but the pen's supposed to be really good this time.
Last time I heard the same thing, and it's like it's cool, but in practicality, when are you going to use that fucking thing?
Here's the thing. I feel like you're right in the sense that like most normal people are not going to use the phone or the pen.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were to get one of these phones, I'd use the shit out of the pen. I was hanging out with my brother-in-law. I was building the post. I was putting up posts to connect lights that I now have with the Hue plug, right?
Yeah.
In my backyard. And he has a Note 5. And we were discussing something, and he was like, hold on a second. He pulled out his phone, and he was like, well, let's just draw it so we can see what it looks like. And it was so nice to have that ability to just on the fly, just go. And from my understanding, that is who, like, the people that use this phone most. People that, like, work in construction or anything where they need to like draw something out to show them. That's a lot of people use that, and it's just interesting that this is a $1,300 phone or $1,000 phone because it's like I don't know that people are in that like I said, my brother-in-law has a Note 5.
Yeah,
that's a really old phone. Yeah. But like he got it fairly recently. I want to say it was like a year ago. Like he rebought it because he liked it so much. And it's super cheap too.
And a lot of the people aren't, like you said, aren't going to be going out and buying the $1,300 phone. They're going to be going and they're going to be getting the last iteration because again, the pen was great last time too. Like it was a great. I remember that was the first talk of like a stylus actually really working on a phone and being able to change your songs, which is they add all the gimmicky bullshit, but really it is for like what you're saying,
more, right?
Yeah.
They added the weight like. You do motions to the air and you can do stuff, which I think is cool. It brings us one step closer to having wands, you know?
Yeah, all right. That's a good way to look at it. That's an interesting perspective.
But all right, so the highest standard that the phone or that a pen can have is the maybe Cintiq tablets, but like one step down from that is the iPhone. The delay on that is supposed to be not iPhone, the iPad, like the pen, the Apple Pen. The delay on that is supposed to be minimal. And from what I was hearing from the rumors, this was going to have a very, very similar delay to that. So like, which would be a big step from the previous version.
Right now, switch to T.
Sorry. I'm trying to get this video up. Right now because the Note 20 Ultra also has a curved screen, which I think is very interesting.
Oh, it's so sexy.
Let's see if I can get this up here. There we go.
Oh, Marquez Brownlee here, huh?
This is good as it's gonna get on my setup that I'm running. So yeah, this is what they look like, and it does have that like kind of infinity edge display for the. I mean, not all the way.
It's interesting because like I kind of felt like that was a thing of the past, that infinity display. Like I know that a couple brands that we don't really talk about, like Oppo,
Yeah,
Oppo, something like that. They have an infinity display like this as well. I think it looks incredibly cool. I think this is one of the prettiest phones that I've seen. I wish I could see someone have the hands-on with the black or white version because they look really interesting. But I don't know, man. This phone is sexy.
Yeah, no, I mean Samsung makes beautiful hardware, and it's one of those things where I wish that.
I don't think those were supposed to be on at the same time.
No, I know. Again, figuring things out here.
Please stop blaming your mom who is sick.
Didn't say anything about it. You know what I mean? Now I'm uncomfortable. Why are you bringing her up so much? The infinity display, I always liked it. I always thought it made for a really cool phone, and I always liked the boxiness of the Note. But
yeah, no, I think it's a cool design.
I think I would still just get the S20 at this point. Like,
really?
Yeah. Well, actually, while we're here, let's talk about a phone that I would actually get that we talked about last week. If they did it, I would get it. And ladies and gentlemen, I am going to get the Galaxy Fold 2. I'm sold. September.
Wow.
It's coming. September 1st. I'm going to have the Galaxy Fold 2.
Well, September 1st, you can have the pre-order.
Pre-order. Whatever. It's all the same.
Well, there's a difference. Like, I just don't want people getting excited to be like, oh, I'm going to hear about this phone. And then you have to wait another month.
The Galaxy Fold 2 is exactly what I wanted it to be, what we talked about on the last show when it originally leaked. You got a full front display. Like entirely screen, which is exactly what I wanted.
From what, 4.7 to 6 point something, right? 6.1?
4 point screen to 7.6.
7.6? No, that's on the inside. I think that
you're right. Sorry, 6.2. 6.2.
Thank you.
You're right. My bad.
Such an asshole, yeah.
No, I mean that's a fair correction there. I don't know. I said that, but yes. So the front screen is like the entire size of the front screen, which is my biggest complaint with the original Fold. They also updated the hinge with the one that they had for the Flip, where essentially it cleans. It's like they're describing it as like self-cleaning, which is really exciting. So it's gonna be less problems. Hopefully, and God, look at that thing, man.
Honestly, it's a very, very beautiful phone.
Look at that screen.
Had the news dropped maybe a day earlier, I would have gotten it too.
For real? Would you really have?
Remember, we said that we would both get it, and I was like, well, unless Pixel says that they're gonna put their phone out.
I mean, you don't have it yet. You know what I mean? You're still waiting on that pre-order.
Dude, the all black one looks really freaking cool. If you scroll down further, they have a weird butterfly looking effect where they have both of them.
Like right here, right? What are you talking about?
Go down. Just do it. Just you're not. At
Go down.
I thought you were.
What are you talking about?
I thought you were at the on Samsung's actual page.
Oh man, and the hole punch on the top, and it's a gorgeous phone.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of the hole punch. I think that it's until they figure out under screen camera technology, which I feel like is probably far away. The hole punch I think is the most elegant solution. Fuck the notch. I'm glad that it seems to be for the most part gone. We're seeing hole punches in a lot of phones. Or a lot, at least the three big boys, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
iPhone's still going.
We don't technically know yet. One thing I wanted to just bring attention to: have you seen Samsung's website for all this stuff?
No.
Like, they have done a really good job making the website look incredibly cool. You should open this up and show the kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying right now. Pulling it up. Pulling it up.
I know. I hear you clicking away. I'm just
the Samsung website?
Well, I sent you the link.
I mean, you said Samsung website, you know? I feel like that's pretty simple.
I sent you the link to the Z Fold 2G. 5G. Jesus, that's a dumb name, too.
Well, I'm pulling it up. Oh my gosh, why is it asking so many questions?
They should have just called it the Fold. The Samsung Fold. You know what I mean?
I mean, Fold 2 I don't hate, you know?
What about Fold Z? 5G. Because those are the words you were missing in there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. It is so... Dude, you can cancel your pre-order. You know what I mean? Let's be phone buddies. Oh, dude, this is legit.
Yeah, right? Doesn't this look cool? I mean, you're all... There it is. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to... Again, I don't have the monitors I usually have, so I can't...
Please stop blaming your mom, all right? She's trying to get better.
Dude.
So, yeah, they're on the right side. You can see the black... It's the black... Like, that's what the black one looks like.
What? This is rose gold.
Wait. No, but the right side has like a different color on the plastic, not plastic, on the guard there.
Yeah, that is
That's
interesting.
Not the rose gold one. No, but so if you scroll back up, you can see them like merge together. Or maybe you can't. Go scroll down. No, scroll down. You went too far.
I'm scrolling down. What do you want me to do?
So now right there, I could have sworn that the two phones come in. Yeah. There's an animation for whatever reason you're not getting, but there's an animation where two Galaxy Folds come in, and they both kind of like sit together. There's the all black one. Look at that,
dude. Samsung has a way with hardware. Like,
yeah, it's just the software side.
Dude, I cannot wait to get this thing.
It's really cool.
Yeah, and the hinge too, with the improved hinge. Obviously, I'm expecting this not to last super long, to be honest, just because we're on the second iteration. But the hinge on the Flip, I've heard nothing but good things about. And then the fact that this one's like a self-cleaning one, which we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep scrolling down though, because this website is pretty cool. Hit escape. There you go.
Yeah.
No, you're looking at the Ultra. It's a different
website. Gosh damn it.
Yeah. I sent you the link. I made it easy.
I'm here. I'm here on your link.
And now you're yelling. Now you're yelling at me. Please stop yelling. You're gonna freak your
dude. This is great.
Isn't that a cool design for like experiencing this page? It's been a really long time since I've been like, whoa, they've done a good job with this website.
Dude, I know. First of all, the website's great. Second of all, Kevin, cancel your pre-order.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to.
Why not? Look how freaking cool this thing is.
This is $1,000 more expensive than the phone that I bought. $1,000.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You don't like tech. I forgot.
Well, I mean,
like cool tech you don't like.
That's $1,000 that could go to my like speaker system. Also, no. Also, am I gonna end up buying another phone later this year? Maybe. We'll have to talk about it when we get there.
I love Paula in the background.
Yeah, I love her in the background too.
Well, for what? The 5?
Maybe.
Dude.
But I said we'll discuss it when we get there.
If you're spending that much money already, just get the Fold and just buy one phone for the year.
I can probably trade in.
Well, you could probably trade this in when you're done with it.
What?
You could trade this in when you're done with it, and then you can get the 5.
Man, the Z Flip is an ugly ass phone.
Yeah, it's not good.
It looks like a Game Boy SP.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
I hate the fold down ones. Not a fan. Besides the Razer one did intrigue me for a while.
Also, I think we said that they would have to announce the death of Bixby for me to go over to Samsung.
That's true. That is another.
That wasn't one of the news, or not one of the news stories, but like that was one of the things that.
Which doesn't look like is happening at all, because in their Pixel Buds or the Galaxy Buds Live, they added active Bixby listening.
Great.
How fucking useless. What? And it drives your hold on, and it drives your battery like down to 4 hours. Where is it?
From what? What's the original thing?
11 hours. No,
God,
wait, no. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to get the facts here. So, no, it was on here. God, this is terrible. I apologize.
I mean, this is embarrassing. I can't believe we're keeping this.
8 hours, and then with the active listening, it's 5.5.
Well, here's the thing. No one's going to use their headphones for 5 hours straight.
That's not true. I mean? That's not true at all.
You use your headphones for 5 hours straight?
If I had an office job, I would.
Okay, but you don't. You know?
Yeah, but there are tons of people with office jobs.
So you don't. Do they have headphones that they're using?
Yeah.
We can only speak from our experiences. I enjoy my Pixel Buds, and I use them for maybe the most like an hour at a time. Every once in a while, when I'm working on the little wood shop downstairs, I'll use them for maybe 2 hours. Maybe.
Yeah, but so that's you and me. There's tons of people who work other jobs that they'd have the earbuds in for longer than that. But anyway, the point is, you can get longer battery life by turning off all the bullshit, which is great. And it is their first noise-canceling earbuds as well.
They are fucking hideous, though.
Yeah, they're not.
Can we admit that? They are the ugliest earbuds I've ever seen, I think.
Yeah, let me see if I can get these up, too.
Yeah, it's crazy, because like their website, it's hard to find the actual earbuds, and I'm looking for them now. Where was it? Accessories? No, it's probably featured. Buds Live.
Why does this freeze up on me?
Why are you going to videos instead of their website?
Well, because I like videos. You don't have to send me the link.
No, I understand. I'm going to send you the link. Just open this link. But we're talking about the design. I don't need a video of some person like wearing. I want to see what they look like. I want to see them floating on a nothing but white. You know.
There you go. Nothing but white.
So scroll down further.
God, dude, they are not good.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this rose gold aesthetic that they're so proud of.
No, I don't know why.
The white ones and the all black ones are pretty cool looking.
But this is the one that they decided to showcase. Why do they look like kidney beans?
I don't know. I mean, it worked for Tiffany, right?
I guess. So yeah, there's new Galaxy Buds that are noise canceling if you're into that with Bixby.
Did you understand that reference? Did you understand that reference?
No, I had no idea. I just wanted to move past it, and I don't know why we were going back to it and bringing it up.
Tiffany's jewelry, you know the Tiffany, the fancy jewelry place. Tiffany and Co.
She like kidney beans.
There's a line that's all kidney beans. Like you can buy like really expensive rings.
I don't like that.
There's got a kidney bean on there. It's really stupid.
Yeah, it sounds really stupid.
Yeah.
Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 as well. Basically, you're getting more activity features. You're getting a EKG heart monitor. You're getting sleep tracking, improved sleep tracking.
Who's using their watch while they sleep? When the fuck are they charging their watches?
That's awesome, though. I mean, that's a good point.
When are you charging your watch? I don't understand. My watch can go... Let's see. I forgot to charge it last night, and we are currently at 13%. Okay? So we're talking about 36 hours, something like that, right?
Yeah. Sure. I mean...
It's not bad. Not bad.
Sleep tracking is super cool if it's done right. Like, I do like seeing that kind of data, and I think that's 100% right. Where do they find the time to charge? In the morning?
Where are you charging?
Before you leave?
I mean, one of the first things I do is to put on my watch. You know?
Well, maybe that's the first thing they do is take it off.
And put it to charge?
Yeah.
And then they forget to put it on before they leave, and then they're not wearing a watch all day.
You know who does it really well? The Whoop. The Whoop fitness bands?
Yeah, that's the one that's advertised by... Rogan. What's his face?
Yeah.
Josh Rogan? No.
Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Joe Rogan, that's it. I was close. Don't give me that. Why? Don't laugh at me.
I'm trying to get healthy, and I was thinking about getting one or a Fitbit, and I was like, on that one, at least it's like, you know.
Here's the thing: it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? You're just gonna be spending your money.
You're a hater. Yeah, you said it wasn't gonna happen with the. No, you didn't. You agreed with me on the Galaxy Fold.
No, you're right. I was excited, but Pixel beat them.
I guess. because I had freaking Google Assistant in it. Great. So there's some stuff there for you if you're a Samsung fan and like the Samsung hardware. I'm excited to get the Galaxy Fold. So that's basically all that they announced. Yes, Kevin?
I'm really excited for you, honestly. I can't wait for the day that I can hang out with you again and all this COVID nonsense is relaxed. And I can grab your phone and just go.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool.
And I'd be like, oh, this is cool. And you'll be like, well, don't do that too many times. They can only do that 200,000 times.
Yeah, dude, you're using my flips.
I think it's fine. It's fine. I guess it'll be fine. That's 10. I counted them. You don't got 10 flips for me?
Dude, yeah, YouTube videos on that thing are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Did we want to touch on, because at least the Google announcement, we kind of touched on it. Did you want to talk about the 5 at least? Because what they announced from the 5?
So we're just going to pretend the Google story is not a story?
No, I mean, it is, but we kind of brushed on it already, you know?
Well, so yeah, now let's go into detail about it. I can't be excited?
Yeah, let's go. Lead the charge on this one, big dog. This is your domain.
All right, man. On Monday, the rumor this whole weekend was, they're announcing the 4A on Monday. They made this thing where they're going to announce it. Sure enough, they announced it on Monday. They then also announced the 5 and the 4A 5G because Google was like, hey, you know, all these people have stupid names for their goddamn phones, and ours are very simple. Pixel, 4, you know, the number, and then occasionally a letter afterwards or an XL. But instead they had to announce, and this was leaked, of course, because it's Google. So the Thursday beforehand, it's like, oh, they're going to announce the 5 and the 4A 5G. And it's like, all right, cool, great. I've been waiting so long so I can get a new phone because this guy is broke to all hell, you know? Look at the screen. It's just a big black mark here that I can't see the battery.
At least it stopped glitching out. I mean, that's a plus.
The trick was slamming it a certain way, and then I guess the circuit's connected again. Yeah, but the big announcement is the 4A came out, and it's only $350. There's one option. You want the 4A? Great. There's no XL. There's only 128 gigs, which is, frankly, like that. I feel like is the perfect size. 64 gigs, always feel like it's gonna be too small. 250, you're never gonna use that much.
Yeah.
Maybe with the Samsung and their 8K. You didn't even talk about the 8. Doesn't it record in 8K?
Yeah, but the S20, I said it was the same exact things. The same exact cameras. So I mean, that's nothing new this time around with the notes.
Anywho, so I mean, it's pretty lackluster. Where it's a basic phone. It's just cheap. It has the Pixel 4 camera module on it, right? It doesn't have the 2 extra lenses, so it's just the camera and the little light for flash.
Still better than anything in that price range.
Yeah, absolutely. Including the iPhones SE. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's debatable. A lot of people would debate that.
I don't think it can.
Highly debated, actually.
Well, I mean, that's your opinion. It's a matter of taste. Some people have none, like you. You know what I mean?
So pre-orders are out right now for it. Yeah. When's it officially come out?
I believe it's either August 18th or 20th. I know that my delivery date is the 18th. So I got there's only one option. I got the one option. I'm stoked. This phone was on the edge of dying. It would be a lot cooler if I knew I had like 6 months before there was a flagship phone coming out to get rid of it. But everything we're seeing now says it's gonna come out sometime this fall. So like very soon they're gonna come out with the 5, which is annoying for me because it's one of those things where it's like I usually go every 2 generations, so I have the 3, and my plan was to get the 5 when it came out. But because of all the stupid delays because of COVID, originally the 4A was supposed to come out in May.
Yeah, earlier this year.
And then announced the 5 in August. But everything's been screwed up. I think that they've made some major changes to the 4A because I have a feeling that they came in with the 350 after seeing Apple coming in with the 400 SE and the success they've had there. I typically you need a lot of times to make changes, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made some wild changes to like just got rid of different options or like delayed the 5G one.
Maybe even took out those cameras, to kind of get the price down. The additional cameras.
I feel like that's too drastic a change. Like that, you need more time to make that difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To actually take those cameras out. What I imagine happened is they shelved, like they were gonna do an XL version, which is what I assume the 5G is gonna be. Because on an article I was seeing, it says that the two pictures you see there, they're saying that the 5G looks like it's going to be bigger than the regular 4A. So I think that when the 4A 5G comes out, we're going to see that it's bigger, and like that was going to be their the big version that they've now delayed, so they can come out with a bang and be like, hey man, this is like 350 like iPhone or Google, like one of their cheapest phones they've ever done, which I don't think is true actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think the Nexus 5 was 250.
Yeah, who had a Nexus though? You know what I mean?
You didn't have a Nexus?
No.
Bro, Nexus 5 is one of the best phones I've ever owned. Nexus 6 was even better. I didn't touch the 6P. No, thank you.
But you said 5, and then you said the 6. So it seems like your messaging is a little mixed up.
No,
there.
I had both of them.
Yeah, but you said the 5's the best, and then the 6. But then you said the 6 was better.
They're both great. I didn't touch the 6P though.
Yeah, you're such a Google pony. I love it.
No, here's the thing. When those two phones came out, I believe, I could be wrong. The 6 might have cost more, but the 5 was cheap as shit. It came out at like $250, which at the time it was right around when companies like Sprint or mobile companies stopped subsidizing phones. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
But before, we'd be like, oh, sign a 2-year contract. You only pay $200 for your phone. And right around that time, they were like, fuck you guys. You guys will just pay
everything
$18 a month. And it's like,
those were the days, man, when it was like $200 and it's like you get that like really expensive phone for $200. But to be honest, it's so lackluster to me, especially looking at Samsung phones and going to like the Pixels. Where it's like, yeah, man, they're good phones. I'm not denying that. They're good phones. Like, I'm such a, like, style guy. I mean, that's why I'm getting the Fold. And it's like...
What color Fold are you going to get?
Probably the black.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the way to go.
The white one's pretty cool, too.
Yeah, but I know, dude. The black is just sleek. It's a really sleek phone. I don't like white phones.
It is very sleek, yeah. I mean, I agree. Like especially this phone is very, very simple. Although it does have the punch out for the camera instead of a notch or notch. And I think that's a big deal. Like the fucking Pixel 3 XL that I have has like an enormous notch. So many of them have giant notches. Yeah. And it's cool that they're finally going to this cutout.
So you're super anti-notch because it never really bothered me.
I think it's a bad design choice. Well, I don't know. I guess being able to utilize that space for, the icons was cool, and I guess having a little bit more there is great. But my problem has always been when you're watching something on a full screen and you see this, the notch has chopped off a piece. Something about like missing out. I can ignore a hole better than I can a bigger section.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And it's one of those things where it's like, it does look prettier. And especially when we get to the point to where the under-screen cameras start coming in. But yeah, I just went to their website and it was really just like one pre-order picture. And it's like, I don't know, man. Samsung's designs are just so good. Like, sure, they probably don't work as good, to be honest. At least this iteration, this generation, it looks like they have it down.
Yeah, I just think it's longevity with Pixel phones because it's a flagship Android device, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna last longer. Like they're gonna make firmware updates for it longer. Where I don't know how long Samsung is gonna be, how much time and money they're spending on updating your old flip phone that 2 years from now, because like it's gonna have more unique software, right?
Yeah, I mean it has to.
It has to, because it has to be able to transition from the front to the open.
Yeah.
So it's like, how long will they support that? How many? Because right now, I was listening to a podcast. I think it was a Waveform, which is MKBHD. It's always hard to say that. Marquez Brownlee's podcast, and they were talking about like flagship Pixel phones. They only get like 3 or 4 big like.
Pixel or Samsung?
No, I'm saying Pixel.
Okay,
They only get like 3 or 4 like of the big updates.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, and it's crazy because iPhones, like, people are still using iPhone 6s right now.
Yeah, they're still buying them. Like, people still buy the iPhone 6, which is phenomenal. That's what I love about Apple. But we will see what comes of this. I'm excited to give my impressions on this. Also, I got in on those Alexa frames, so I want to see what those are all about.
I don't know what the hell you mean by that.
They have Amazon sells these frames that have Alexa built in. It's awesome.
But here's the thing.
But it's going to send me down a rabbit hole because then I'm really going to have to do everything.
I was thinking, don't you have earbuds that do that? But I don't think there's any earbuds that have Alexa incorporated into them, right?
The Alexa buds, like the Amazon fucking terrible ones.
Buds?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, last year I think they came out with them.
Yeah, because I mean the Pixel Buds have that incorporated, and honestly, I think it's really nice. Granted, I have 5 other devices in any given room that are also listening, so it's always a thing where I say something, and like one device goes off and actually takes it, which usually is my headphones, but then 3 other devices like, oh, I can't do that, and it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only there was a way to prioritize all that stuff.
They do. It's supposed to have some kind of sound, like whatever's closer, it will set it off. But obviously, in reality, it doesn't work well.
Same with my the Google Nest Hello, the doorbell. When we hit the doorbell, all the speakers go off, and some of them are slightly delayed. So it's like, someone's at the, and it's like, all right.
Enough of this.
Yeah. There is a way to sync all the speakers. It's just a little bit more work than I want to do, and now I've done it multiple times, so I don't think I'll be doing it anytime soon.
Yeah, and I'm sure they go out of sync as well over time.
Really?
Yeah. Don't they?
No, because I think you just add a delay to some of the speakers, and it makes them match up. Because what I did last time, I had a metronome going off.
It's just you keep buying so many speakers, you just don't want to keep doing it.
Well, I moved since then.
Oh, okay.
I set up a new Google Home. Yeah.
You have so many speakers.
What's it?
Walmart's Amazon Prime competitor is delayed again. The service, called Walmart Plus, was originally supposed to roll out in March or April, but the retail giant was forced to push back launch due to COVID-19. However, no launch happened last month either. Recode says it's because Walmart has delayed the subscription service debut. Debate again.
Debut.
That's what I'm trying to say. My mind shorted out.
Well, no, it's funny. At least I don't know if you're gonna get this, but like on the Discord call, your audio delayed too. So eventually it was like, it's like, what?
Okay, perfect. That's exactly what happened. I knew exactly what I was saying the whole time. Yet again, and it's unclear if the company has a new date in mind. It's also unclear the availability will be limited to certain regions at first. But essentially, Walmart is going after Amazon, and $98 a year, you're going to get Voodoo, essentially. They're working on a streaming, like a video streaming service. You're going to be able to get discounts on things. They're going to try the Scan and Go service as well. So that is coming.
What's Scan and Go?
Like basically the Amazon Go stores.
Oh, okay.
Walmart's going to be trying that out. You're going to be getting discounts on gas at Walmart gas stations, which I've never seen a Walmart gas station in California.
Is that a thing? Because I know Costco has gas stations, and it is a little bit cheaper.
They're a lot cheaper. I love Costco. But no, it is a thing, just not in our region. And then same day and next day shipping, just like Amazon. So it looks like they're trying it. It doesn't look like, I don't understand how a corporation as big as Walmart can't have this ironed out.
Man, COVID slowing everything down, fucks everything up.
Best Buy is doing something like this as well.
Really?
Yes. So they're going to be having a service potentially in the works right now that would give you like 10% off of like everything.
No.
Yeah. It's crazy. So things are happening.
You pay for it and
it's like Amazon Prime where you pay for it and then it's like you get free services and then you get 10% off of all the items in the store. You get that includes like thousands of dollar TVs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
How do they pull people away from Amazon? Discounts.
Yeah.
If you can buy it and get that 10% off.
And buy it that day as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It is interesting on how
really smart. That's really smart. I kind of hope that works out.
Yeah, we'll see what comes of that, but that is in the works, so I'm excited to see how that kind of looks as well. And it's just like crazy things that you get with it as well. So more on that, but I'm excited to see what comes of that as well. So all these companies are really trying to compete with Amazon, and I think Walmart could do it if they actually put their, I don't know how they don't have their back end sorted out either. Makes no sense to me. Speaking of makes no sense to me, Google Play Music. You're a big Google guy. Did you ever use this?
Yes, and I don't like the tone that you're using. Just so you know.
I'll try to set up a clip.
I've used this extensively. You can upload your songs directly into it, right?
Yeah.
And I had an audiobook that was just files, and uploading that was such a hassle, but eventually I got it to work.
So you enjoy Google Play Music?
I mean, it's fine. It exists. Not for much longer, right?
You use Spotify? Is that your go-to?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll get into that in a second. So,
I use Tidal.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. When did you do the switch? You used to use Spotify, right?
What? No, I've never used Spotify. It confuses me.
What did you do before Tidal? Google Play?
I didn't listen to music that way.
What does that fucking mean?
I had like a Queen album in my phone that I got somewhere at some point, and that's all I needed. On
repeat, that's all I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate your dedication. Google Play Music will be shutting down in September, so they announced that they're basically going to be allowing you to transfer all your library to YouTube Music, which again, classic Google competing against themselves, which makes no sense whatsoever. You're going to be
are they competing against themselves, or they
were.
No, but it's Google Music had failed a long time ago. I think what they were doing is consolidating their resources.
Yeah, well now, but I mean they were competing against each other.
No, but I think they've been planning to do it for a while. I mean, it's clear that YouTube is their streaming platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you use YouTube Music at all? I know you don't listen to music like that, but I'm just curious.
I probably use it all the time.
I'm curious, like in terms of like how the ads are. No.
I mean, the ads. It reminds me of YouTube a lot.
Yeah, it's just YouTube, right? And it has video. Like, is there just audio?
No. Well, if you get the premium version, just like YouTube, you can turn it off. Otherwise, you have to have the screen on.
Don't like that.
And it has integrated ads between songs, just like YouTube. It's very, very similar to YouTube.
So just go on YouTube and search the song at that point.
I mean, I think it's comparable to doing that. It's virtually the same thing as doing that. The difference is if you have the premium option, you can instead then you can build playlists and stuff like that and just turn it on. Did you end up getting the Respawn chair, or is that?
Yeah, this is it. Right there.
Wait, you brought it down to your mom's house?
Yeah, I did. I gotta work from home, man. You know what I mean?
You're not working from home.
I gotta work on some things. Can't be down here just moseying around.
Why do you like that Respawn chair? Why haven't you talked about that? We should have started the show with that.
No, I definitely brought it up before.
No.
It was in an episode.
I've been on every single one of these episodes.
Do you remember I got the recliner one?
Yeah. But you got the chair now, right?
Yeah, I could have sworn we talked about this. I love it.
You talked about the recliner one briefly, and you're like, it's comfortable. I can't believe it only cost X amount.
Now, it is sinking in a little bit lower than I'd like. I do like this. The sides are a little wobbly. You know what I mean?
My left one has gotten wobbly, but like a good tightening would do. Maybe you didn't tighten it enough.
No, I did. Hand tight.
Maybe your hands are weak.
Those are the rules. I do love it, though. This was a good recommendation from you.
Good, I'm glad. I just was so terrified you were going to hate it.
God, we go so... I know, you lost a lot of sleep at night. God, we're going so off the rails. So if you use Google Play Music still, you won't be for long, and you can transfer your libraries...
Or you're fucked.
Yeah, you can transfer your libraries to Google Play Music. You want to close it out with this last one, or you think that's enough for the day? You know what I mean? How you feel?
What's the last?
It's TikTok.
I think we should talk about TikTok.
Okay, and we'll get to the Bionic Eye next week. Trump says TikTok has until September 15th to sell U.S. operations or close. According to the New York Times, President Donald Trump said the White House briefing that TikTok must sell its U.S. operations by September 15th or be forced to shut down. He is open, however, to a Microsoft takeover of the outfit. He also wanted the U.S. Treasury Department to be paid as part of the deal, though did not explain how that would work. I don't...
Man, that sounded like some weird shit. That sounded like some weird shit that he just... like Donald Trump shit, where he was just like, and the Treasury's gonna get paid. And it's like, all right, I don't think it is, but okay.
Yeah, I don't mind, and this is quote, I don't mind whether it's Microsoft or someone else, a big company, a secure company, a very American company buys it. Trump told reporters, according to Bloomberg, it will close down on September 15th unless Microsoft or somebody else is able to buy it and work out a deal, an appropriate deal, so the Treasury of the United States gets a lot of money. Have you been keeping up to date with any of this?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
It's interesting. I mean, like, oh wow, my arm just popped. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah. So like the biggest thing is, it does look like TikTok is taking a lot more information than your average social media app, right? That's people have looked in the back end and they're like, huh, there's a lot more stuff getting transferred than normal. And is it being used in a bad way? Maybe. If that's the case, we probably should stop allowing people to use this app, because a lot of countries have done that, right?
Yeah, a lot of the information pulling that it was doing was in the beginning of TikTok, but they have a server over here. Like, they keep the U.S. information servers over here in the U.S. That's not stored in China.
Yeah, but that's the
sticky thing about all this. And
it's one of those things that, I want to say, Hong Kong, India, UK, they've all banned it.
I think
Brazil?
it was just India.
Really?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, look it up.
Yeah, well, keep talking.
So it is one of those things where it's like, oh man, if so many people are banning it, and even India has other issues going on with China right now, and maybe that's why they're banning it. But it's just if I know that big companies are banning it. If you work at Facebook, you're not supposed to have it.
Yeah.
If you work for the United States government, you're not supposed to have it on that phone.
Wells Fargo, right? U.S. military, you're not supposed to have it. It looks like India is the only country that's banned it.
Okay, then I must be thinking of something else, because it doesn't matter. If a bunch of corporations and government entities are being like, you shouldn't have this on your phone, that's a red flag, right? And I don't know that transferring the assets over to the United States, is that a solution? Because great, they can say, oh, our assets, all the information is being stored here in the United States, but is it backed up somewhere else, or is it being farmed in some way that we're not aware of? That's all really interesting things, and I don't know. I don't use TikTok at all. I've seen content from it, obviously. Like, it's all over social media.
You're not doing the TikTok dances?
No, I'm not doing the TikTok dances. To me, TikTok is very similar to Vine or, Snapchat, where it's like, okay, you're introducing a cool concept that's not necessarily unique, and I don't know that in 3 years TikTok's going to be around if let's say the government doesn't do anything. It just feels like one of those fad apps like Vine was, where it was like Vine was around for a while until it wasn't, because then something else came that grabbed our attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if you have Instagram implementing Reels, which was integrated sometime this week, right?
Yeah, that's new too, trying to take on TikTok directly. But that's the thing, is TikTok is specifically that kind of content, whereas I feel like when you do what Facebook and Instagram do in terms of like trying to capture everything and be everything, I feel like you lose the coolness to it, at least with the younger crowd.
Look, I understand that, but Snapchat is virtually dead, right? And like, why is that? It's because Instagram introduced stories. Everybody already had an Instagram, and they're like, oh, this works. Well, I guess we'll just use this instead of doing a second app.
I don't think Snapchat is dead. As somebody who uses Snapchat,
look at their stock market.
Oh yeah.
It's not doing good, you know what I mean?
I get that side of things, but like people still use it. They just never found out how to monetize it. Whereas TikTok is already monetized. Like they already found a way to monetize it. Like they pay people to use certain songs within TikTok. Mm-hmm. And then they have ads down in TikTok. Like they found a way to monetize it better than Vine did and better than Snapchat did.
Sure. And that's a big difference there. But I don't know. I'm interested to see what Reels does, like, and how well it succeeds or doesn't. Because it's one of those things where it's like people use. If you could use one app, it's better than using two apps. You know what I mean? The same thing with like the Hue bulb thing or the Hue.
It's true, but when does Instagram get lame? You know, just like Facebook. What? Facebook got lame after a while, and people moved on to Instagram.
They're both the same company,
dude. Facebook's insane. Like the way that they're just able to implement and think strategically about things.
Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, Facebook isn't cool, right? I mean, but like, parents still use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's where I go to look and see, like, wow, is my aunt still doing all right? Yeah, there's her stupid videos that she does every day. I guess she's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like Facebook, we can say it's not cool and not being used, but like it has a demographic that's using it.
Yeah, it's true.
Same with Instagram. It has another large demographic. Instagram made more money than YouTube did, you know, which is crazy.
What are the odds that Facebook puts in a bid for TikTok?
Because I don't think they're high.
I know, but if you think about it, it's like you get the older demographic with Facebook, you get like the mid-tier young adult demographic with like Instagram, and then you can get the younger demographic with TikTok.
Young adult. That's being very generous. Like I feel like the Instagram demographic, we're getting a little older. Here's the thing, I think that they're gonna really push hard for Reels.
We'll see.
Like the valuation. Last time I heard anything about it for TikTok is $50 billion. That's absurd. $50 billion?
Yeah, that's insane.
Right? I mean, that's like 12 Star Wars franchise.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Star Wars wasn't it only like
$4 billion.
$4 billion?
Yeah.
Dang.
And it's just like I cannot fathom that much. Like, I don't know. I guess like, an app can be very successful and grow and make an absurd amount of money, but like, will it? Because that's a lot of. If Microsoft buys, like Microsoft, for a long time was the most financially, or the most expensive. No, what's the right word for it?
Most high value company.
Yeah, in the world, and that recently got beaten by Apple. Now is holding that title, which is really impressive.
Yeah,
but. Like, I don't know, man. 50 billion is a big fucking number, and if like they actually sell it for that, I mean that's tough.
It's gonna be interesting to see what Microsoft does with it as well, and if they give up on it as fast as they gave up Mixer. You know?
Wow. unnecessary dig there.
Well, no, I'm just saying where it's like
Loved Mix. Remember how much you used to talk about it?
I did. Now it's dead to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's dead to everybody. You know what I mean?
I want to see what that looks like if that happens. I don't know.
Can't imagine. That
I enjoy
not being
TikTok.
a mistake, you know what I mean?
I don't make TikToks.
I love watching these girls dancing. Huh, you pervert.
That's not. Yeah. But dude, you don't even know the lane that I go down on there. I just like the insane people that like post nonsense. Like that's my favorite thing.
I don't even know what is nonsense.
I'll send you. You remember the silver guy I sent you on Twitter?
No.
Where he has the quarter in his mouth, talking about how it stops coronavirus.
Oh, yeah. Hey man, silver's pretty cool at destroying bacteria. It's pretty crazy. Do some research.
Some cool dudes on TikTok. Well,
no, it's bacteria. I can't remember.
We will see what happens with TikTok. That deadline is September 15th, so you may or may not be able to use it by then. Kevin, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for this fabulous Tech Fever. We will get to the bionic eye next week. We ran out of time this week, so look forward to that. You can follow me at Cheeks_Junior on Twitter. You can follow all my work that I do right here at youtube.com/PE Productions. Forgot that I'm producing the show, you know? At PE PE _productions on Twitter. You can follow Kevin at Kinda Funny Kevin.
PE? Is that play everything? Got it.
Yeah.
Have you been pimping that always?
Yeah, every time.
Okay.
Maybe not the Twitter. Play everything on YouTube. That's usually what I pimp.
Yeah. All right.
You can catch.
Caught me off guard.
You can catch all our shows on YouTube's or podcast services everywhere for the most part. Some things might be missing. I don't know. Spotify, Google Play, or Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all the important ones, they're there. And that's what matters. Kevin, they can watch you over at youtube.com/kindafunny. And a screencast goes live, which is your movie and entertainment podcast every Thursday.
Yeah,
some weeks it might not happen. You never know. They keep you on the edge over there. Kind of funny.
Sometimes, you know it is. Always got to be ready.
Thank you for joining me, Kevin. And until next time.
I got the fever.
We got the fever, man. We got the fever.
Yeah, no, I say I so that you could say we all mad like that. Nailed it.